Trav, because it wasn't.
It's live now.
Welcome everyone to the Pro Sports Extra, That Outline. As always, I'm Cameron, joined by Steve and Nate Dog. How we doing, boys?
Oh, doing fine. Even though I got my butt kicked by Trev in fantasy football.
I know I saw that. I think I'm updated. I think I'm 3-1. Another good win for me, but and I digress. You'll be fine, Nate. You have a good team.
Thanks.
It was a weird week. I guess they're left, but anyways, Trev will join us next week, I believe, and doesn't seem like we have anyone really in yet. But we'll dive into our first topic, which.
Oh my God, this was a great story. I mean, Meyer just literally having fun with the
what happened.
with a couple co-eds at the bar. My God.
I said to people earlier when Urban Meyer got hired, I was like, he's not making it through the whole year. He'll do one of two things: can't claim like his health, or claim like, or do something dumb, and something dumb has happened.
I had a feeling he was going to go to Bobby Petrino territory. Well, at least he tried to be sincere about it, like he apologized or anything like that. But it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised if he would go to USC. I mean, it looks like he's itching it for a while.
That's the only logical option, right?
The whole situation is just very, very weird and a little just not really uncomfortable, but it's just like weird to unravel. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you're Urban Meyer. Like,
it seems like he wants an out.
You've been in the business for such a long time. Like, you gotta know the camera's probably on you. You're the most famous guy in Ohio.
And the reports are he didn't go back on the team plane. Like, he made a detour himself to Ohio.
Yeah, I'm just curious why he did that. Like, did he have family to attend to? Did he have like some type of memorial or tribute game?
Right. It seems like the most odd since that report's come out. I guess like I don't know. I saw it today. Like people were saying that he didn't have any like, I don't know. They're like losing faith in him or whatever. The players are, because of him like abandoning the team flight back home or whatever, and he goes to Ohio. And it's not like he was with any family members at the bar. He wasn't with his wife or ex-wife or whatever it is or anything. Just is like such a weird situation. Seems like he wants an out.
Apparently, Shelley was actually happy that there was no Urban in the house. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you actually happy that Urban Meyer is actually getting grinded by a couple co-eds? Like, what are you doing?
I just think he's wanted an out. Like, I think it's like an oops, he like accepted the job and he didn't want to like participate in the job of like what an NFL head coach does. I mean, you saw him last game. He had like several times. It just seemed like he was asleep and he had like his head like between his legs, like for like several minutes at one point. I think somebody put a timer on him and it was like 3 or 4 minutes he was in that position. So, I mean, he clearly wants an out. What's your
You think he's gonna get fired?
I think they have to let him go.
Yeah.
Who do we got here?
Yeah, he'll get fired.
Welcome to Seth. And we have Seth and Steve joining us. There is just the audio. It's like he's calling into a radio station. We have Seth, who joined us on our last live stream ahead of the Monday night game when Trev was at Green Bay.
The Lions game.
Yeah, so that was crazy.
So the reason why my bad. I was gonna say the reason why I'm calling in is because I'm actually doing something unique for work. I'm going to a bar known to be neutral, Yankees Red Sox territory.
Oh wow!
Getting video and audio for it. So
it's
gonna be very interesting.
But I think
located in Connecticut. So
cool. Right there. Going back to the Urban thing, he has to be let go. He's alienated all the players by like not traveling back with them on a flight, let alone like this whole situation about the bar. Like, take the woman out of the equation and being like embarrassed nationally. and like a meme and everything like that. You, on a loss, you don't fly back home with your team. You're the head coach of an NFL organization with the number 1 pick and all this, excitement around the Jaguars. They're not going to be good or whatever, but you bring in him, you give him a lot of money and a lot of control, supposedly. And then 2, he seems like totally uninterested in this whole season. It looks like he does not want to be there at all. And just, he's just been, you can't have that. You can't have the luck too. So Tony Khan and the boys are going to have to make some decision. I'd figure he's let go like sooner rather than later. It sounded like today the report,
I think he's definitely gone.
Yeah, the report today was like the report today was like it's like total chaos. That they're deliberating firing him as soon as like tomorrow. I read so.
Yeah,
Tomorrow?
for sure.
Wow, that's crazy.
Before the next game, 100%, you have to.
Yeah, well, that's what the one report was. I mean, I don't know if it's from a credible source. I forgot who retweeted it, but it was verified. So I mean,
do you think he'd go back and coach college?
Yeah, USC is the gig.
Yeah, USC.
Well,
He wants it bad.
That's the job that he wanted over the Jacksonville gig.
Yeah,
that's what everyone said. And then I was just saying, I don't know if you were here.
Oh my God!
When you got on, it seemed like he like accepted the job and he didn't know what he was accepting. He was like, oh, I'm here. Like,
do you think he expected the Jags to be better than they are?
No,
he was walking into a rebuild no matter what.
He had to have known that you're going to have to be here for a couple years.
Because I feel like he's shocked with the 0-4 start, in a way.
Shocked.
He's kind of right. I feel like he's kind of shocked, but I don't know.
Chelsea, I just sent you something about Urban's timeline. My God, like it's something else.
I think he might end up at USC after this.
He has.
It's pretty much predicted.
Yeah, USC for sure.
Yeah, so Nate just shared something with me. All this had happened since the Jaguars had hired Urban Meyer, and I'll just read through a couple of the bullet points. Hired Chris Doyle as the team's director of sports performance. Doyle was accused of making racist comments and belittling players during his time at Iowa. After a heavy backlash, Doyle resigned from the Jaguars, signed Tim Tebow as a tight end, drafted a running back in the first round despite already having James Robinson, openly admitted he was hoping to draft in Kadarius Toney with the pick they used on NTN, told reporters that they cut players due to their vaccine status. NFLPA opened an investigation, had an open competition for starting quarterback between Trevor Lawrence and Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew was then later traded a few weeks later, but split valuable first-team reps with Lawrence. Traded away last year's number 9 overall pick. Team starts 0-4, didn't travel with the team after the Week 4 loss to Cincinnati. Viral video and photos emerge of him and another woman. Owner releases a statement that Meyer must regain our respect and trust. That's what I saw yesterday. So total
via my sports update. That Ari guy.
What?
It's via that Ari guy, my sports update on Twitter.
Yeah. Ari Meyer of My Sports Update, which is like a Twitter account that has like 500,000, close to 500,000 followers. Okay, getting off of that, Nate, do you know what this is?
Cayman, Nebraska.
Trev said we had to talk about it. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, apparently she's the girl that was grinding on Meyer over the weekend.
She's the girl.
Okay, she's the girl.
She's like hella famous now, I feel like.
Did she confirm it though?
It looks like her.
I think she did.
Does anyone have a picture of it? I want everyone to see it.
I don't know if I have it, but if you type it in, I'm sure. I want to get to this. This is the most important thing we want to get to the night before we end this. I'll do some research into the game in Nebraska. This is the most important thing, and hopefully Derek joins because he's a Yankee fan. But here we go. I'm not wearing it yet until it's on. I'm very weird about things.
I've been wearing it since I woke up this morning.
Yeah. Yankees versus Red Sox wildcard game. I mean, this is kind of in the wacky season that it has been where the Red Sox had the lead in the American League really early on. And, the Yankees pretty much have been really bad since the beginning of the season. Then they go on the 13-win winning streak, and then they can't win a game for like 6 games. And then they find themselves, in game 162 clinching with the wild card 1 game play-in or whatever you call it now. I don't know. Going into Fenway, I don't know how I feel. Cole
Are you
on
confident?
dude, I don't know. It has been such an up and down year for the Yankees. I have no feeling now with the Yankees.
I think I'm more confident being in Fenway.
Well, yeah, Fenway. I mean, you can't win too many games in Yankee Stadium. Those people are nuts.
Yeah, no chance.
It's so loud.
Because at first I thought I was at New York, and then I realized it wasn't. I was like, oh.
Well, I mean, on the bright side, if you're a Yankee fan, I mean, you got to kind of feel good. I mean, Cole, your $324 million man.
That's
best pitcher in
Signed for 9 years, I believe.
Best pitcher in baseball. This year, I think.
But you look at it. You look at his last 3 or 4 starts.
I know. Because of the blister.
Like a 7.6 ERA. That's insane.
Listen, this is who you pay the big boy money to.
Yeah, and I'm shocked. And I'm actually so shocked that Sale's not pitching. That they pitched him the day before.
I'm sure he'll come. He only.
I think he might come in.
Yeah, he pitched 2 in the third.
Eovaldi's had a good year too, though, so I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah, but the Yankees banged him.
Eovaldi's been better than Sale, low key.
Not against the Yankees, though.
He has been. Well, Sale hasn't faced against the Yankees in a while. And honestly, Cole's been worse against the Red Sox and Eovaldi's versus the Yankees. But actually, crazy stat is that Eovaldi has faced the Yankees in every series this year that they played.
Wow. Eovaldi, ex-Yankee legend.
Hasn't Stanton hit 4 home runs in a row against the Red Sox?
Yeah.
Or 4 out of 5 games, something like that?
Yeah.
Not a good sight.
The issue with the Yankees, with Garrett Cole, is that they have everything to lose because this is the guy you pay all that money.
Yeah.
Well, no kidding.
So that's why I'm nervous because if it's one thing that the Yankees don't hit and Cole shoves, but if Cole is rocky like he has been at times this year, you're looking back on that, it's wow, what the fuck just happened? And that's definitely why I'm nervous.
There's definitely more pressure on the Yankees.
Because you're paying this guy, and you're all going to hear about you pay this money, he can't do that start.
Yeah, I mean,
and they're the favorites too, and I feel like there's still more pressure.
Well, when you look at the Yankee lineup, it's far superior than the Red Sox. I mean,
yeah, because there's no JD Martinez tonight.
Well, I mean, the Red Sox, the only 3 hitters I'm scared of on the Red Sox is Bogarts, Devers, and freaking Kiki Hernandez.
Oh, Kiki Hernandez, but I think Schwarber too.
Oh, Schwarber, yeah, I forget about him. I guess, and then maybe Verdugo. I guess
I think the Red Sox lineup is so it's so much better than people think.
Oh,
especially over the last couple of weeks.
The Yankees lineup is like a strikeout city. I mean, when you're top to bottom Judge has had first of all, can we talk about this? Vlad Guerrero, screw you. You didn't make the playoffs, so you can't be an MVP. Shohei Ohtani, you're a gimmick and a shtick, and I guarantee you get Tommy John next year, you bum. And Mike Trout, you are the most overrated player in baseball. You don't play, you schmuck. You stink. And most valuable player means that you make an impact on the team. If Mike Trout's not on the Angels, they still suck. If Mike Trout's on the Angels, they suck.
I think they're a victim of bad ownership, too.
Aaron Judge is the MVP.
I still think Vlad is.
Yankees don't make the playoffs.
I still think Vlad is.
Vlad is a fat piece of crap.
He's so good though.
Yeah, but guess what? The Blue Jays did not make the playoffs, so therefore you are mathematically eliminated.
So if they would have made the playoffs, you're saying Vlad's MVP?
Yes, because most valuable.
So one game makes a difference in not making the playoffs.
Yes,
than being
making
MVP?
the playoffs. Yes, it means everything. I also think if I was the commissioner of baseball, if you don't have playoff experience or World Series experience, you can't be in the Hall of Fame.
But I think it's also different though. I feel like if the Blue Jays lost their final game, it'd be different. But they won. If the Red Sox would have lost, they would have been a tiebreaker.
I'm scared of the Blue Jays. I'm glad they.
Oh yeah, they would have been dangerous.
Yeah, I'm scared. Marcus Semien scares me to death. Vlad Guerrero, Bo Bichette with his long.
If we would have lost to the Nationals, we would have been playing them last night.
I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death of the Blue Jays. All my respects to Vlad. I think he's.
I think they probably would have beat us last night.
Yeah. You can't. I hate voters. I hate analytical stuff. But if you are not in the playoffs, you can't be the MVP. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baseball writers. I'm sorry.
So you think it's Judge?
You're all losers. Yeah, and that's not biased. And I know you're like, oh, I'm a Yankee fan. Look at his stats. Look what he's done this year. Look how many games he's played.
What about the National League? Who do you think the MVP is?
National League, Austin Riley.
I think it's Trey Turner.
Trey Turner's been good, but I think Austin Riley.
He's been unbelievable.
Austin Riley
since he got traded to the Dodgers.
38 home runs, 97 RBIs, 305. dudes put the team on the back. They don't go to the playoffs, and they're not in the position they're in.
I think it should be Vlad and Trey Turner. But
I think Trey Turner's good. It will be Shohei because he has the shtick of being able to hit.
I can't stand that crap.
He
does hit bombs, but
yeah, who cares?
It is what it is.
I guarantee you he needs Tommy John next year. Write it on the door. He will get Tommy John. That shtick's not going to last. But Yankees and Red Sox before I'm getting a little too crazy.
You think high scoring game or low scoring game tonight?
I think it's going to be low scoring.
I think like 3-2.
I say 2-1.
I need the Yankees.
Duel.
I need the Yankees to come out and just put like up 4 early, and then that's not even safe with the Yankees and how they have been this year. But
I think if that happens, they're bringing in Sale in the 3rd inning.
I just hope. Yeah, I mean that's what you hope. I'm sure you hope the Red Sox put 4 up early on Cole. Same thing.
I think the way the Red Sox win this game is keep it low scoring 0-0 till the 7th inning. Cole comes out. He's not.
That's the recipe for success, right?
He always goes like 5 or 6, never more. It seems like.
Well, if you're the Red Sox, I wouldn't want to face this. This is the best form of the Yankees bullpen that they have had all year. Loizaca's healthy. Severino's scary in the bullpen. Chapman seems to be back on. Green is okay. I mean, that Yankee bullpen is the best that it's been all year. Even if it's 0-0 heading into the 5th and Boone and the boys get nervous and they put in Michael King. He's been lights out this year too. So the bullpen's healthy. It's best as it's been. I wouldn't want it to be a bullpen game. Not against the Yankees. And that's not being like, I'll take the Yankees over Tampa Bay if the Tampa Bay goes stupid with the bullpen series again.
Who do you think wins tomorrow night? Who do you think wins tomorrow night?
What is that? Cardinals and Dodgers? I really hope Cardinals because they're.
I hope Cardinals.
Dodgers.
I feel like it has to be Dodgers because Dodgers Giants in the next round. That's like it has to happen.
The Cardinals. This Cardinals team is so fun.
It is, but Scherzer's probably going to pitch a gem.
Yeah, well, Wainwright's going to pitch well though too.
Yeah,
Wainwright's been 39 and he's one of the best pitchers in baseball right now.
But when that Dodgers lineup's on, it's on.
Oh, it's crazy that they can have 104 wins and be in the wild card.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. But we'll let this go. It was fun hopping on with you boys. Big game tonight.
3-2 Red Sox dub.
I hope you lose, Seth and Nate. It's nice seeing you as always, buddy.
You too.
Have a great night, boys.
All right, guys.
Peace. Take care.